Hey everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So James Gunn is hard at work with the new universe over there at DC Studios, the new DCU, as he is currently filming the new Superman film with David Cornsweet, as you know, as well as he's also kind of overseeing the new season of Peacemaker. We've got a little bit of news now about who could potentially be showing up in Peacemaker season 2, outside of John Cena, of course. And that is, of course, we've got the confirmation from James Gunn himself that Frank Grillo will be reprising his role as Rick Flag Sr. in the second season of Peacemaker. As he stated, Christopher Smith and Rick Sr. have a little unfinished business to take care of. So we're getting a little bit more clarity now when it comes to what's going to be taking place in the new DCU. Obviously, he's referring to the fact that Rick Flag Jr. was killed by Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad film that James Gunn directed, which was set in the old DCEU. So this also brings a little clarity, but at the same time brings a little bit more confusion because it's like, okay, we're supposed to be getting his brand new DC cinematic universe here, the DCU. But James Gunn has also stated that he has narrative ways of making this make sense to where it's in a new universe, but some characters from the old DCEU, and in this case, it sounds like the father of Rick Flag Jr. or Rick Flag from the Suicide Squad films will also be coming into the new DCU as well. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that that could be the case. Especially, it's also kind of now been confirmed that we knew that Frank Grillo was going to be voicing Rick Flag Sr. in the upcoming animated series called Creature Commandos, which is supposedly supposed to still be dropping sometime this year in 2024 to be the first official project in the new DCU. But we do know it's going to kind of tie in a little bit to the Suicide Squad stuff because apparently we've got official plot synopsis for this new series as well, and it's going to be involving Amanda Waller here. As the plot synopsis now states, from executive producer and writer James Gunn, Creature Commandos is the upcoming Max original animated event series based on DC characters and produced by DC Studios and Warner Brothers Animation, which follows Amanda Waller, who was in the Suicide Squad films, as she forms a black ops team out of monstrous prisoners. Kind of like what Amanda Waller was already kind of doing in the Suicide Squad. I mean, obviously she recruited King Shark and stuff in that film. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like she's going to be kind of doing more of the same. But the way season 1 of Peacemaker left off, it makes you kind of wonder if they're going to tie that into Peacemaker season 2, or if they're going to kind of rewrite some stuff, kind of do this like an altering of the universe type thing where some people show up from the DCEU and some people are, recast and start fresh like Superman and things like that. I'm interested to see what James Gunn's got up his sleeve because he says, and he's stated this many times, that he has a way of making it all make sense going forward. Obviously, the Flash movie was supposed to kind of reset the universe a little bit, even though it kind of did it in a bit of a wonky way. I still kind of like the way they eventually kind of tied it up. Like the Flash screwed everything up, and now some things are going to carry over, some things are not going to carry over to the new DCU. Some fans are going to like that, some fans are going to hate it. I think me personally, I can get on board with it. I like the idea that the father of Rick Flag Sr., is now going to be making the jump from animation into live action, as James Gunn has also stated will happen. Anybody from an animation show will also play their animated character in live action and vice versa. So if David Cornsweet's Superman appears in an animated show or movie, David Cornsweet will be voicing the character there as well. So I like that aspect of it to where it will have this cohesive unity in the storyline where it's all streamlined. It's all one major story here. So everything matters. The cartoons, the video games, we'll see how well that continues. But at the same time, animation, TV, and movies will all be part of the DCU. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they're bringing in Frank Grillo. He's a great actor. I liked him in the MCU. I thought he was a little underutilized as Crossbones, but love what he did over there, especially in the Winter Soldier film. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do with it here. So yeah, I don't know exactly how long this is going to play out. Like I said, I trust James Gunn. If he says he's got a narrative way to kind of introduce all this stuff and bring some characters like Blue Beetle, they've already said they're bringing over. They could potentially bring Shazam and Zachary Levi over. Still don't know about that. And obviously, we're getting a little bit of the Suicide Squad stuff coming over with Amanda Waller. We got the Peacemaker series continuing. Whether or not the first season is considered a DCU candidate, we'll have to wait and see, or if there's some alterations that happen there as well. It could get confusing for some people for sure. I think I can handle it all right. I'll be okay with it. And I'm going to kind of love it because certain things I do kind of want to see continue. Obviously, James Gunn probably has storylines he wants to continue from the stuff that he wrote and direct as well. So I understand that, but some fans are going to wish it was a hard reboot, hard reset, as he's doing with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Some of these other heavy hitters of the Justice League are definitely getting rebooted all the way from the ground up. So we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how Peacemaker and Rick Flag Sr. What happens there, because obviously, as he said, Rick Flag Sr. is going to have a little bit of unfinished business with Christopher Smith here, Peacemaker. So we'll see what happens. But either way, I'm excited for the new DCU. I'm excited to see where it's going. I know a lot of people are not going to be, but I'm hoping people will get on board as I have been trying to do here. I'm a champion of it. I like James Gunn. I'm interested to see DC move in a different direction. Not that I dislike the DCEU stuff or the Zack Snyder stuff at all. No disrespect for any of that stuff. I'm still interested. I would still like to see Zack Snyder get to see his Justice League 2 and 3 potentially be done in animated form, since we'll probably never get it done on Netflix or anything like that. I know a lot of people want that too, but doesn't sound like it's going to happen. Never say never, I suppose. But in my opinion, I would still love to see at least wrapped up in animation. That would be a great way to do it. Maybe you could get Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck, and Henry Cavill, all those guys come back to voice their characters. That's potential. We'll have to see if that happens or not. At least in that case, we get to see a conclusion to that story. That obviously there's storyboards and stuff for it, but we'll have to wait and see if that ever happens. But when it comes to the new DCE, the new DCU, I think everybody needs to get on board with it. And hopefully, Superman and Creature Commandos and some of the stuff that's coming up over the next 6 months to a year, we'll be able to do that, as well as the Waller Show, the Lantern Show, Booster Gold, which I just did a video about Chris Pratt possibly being in Booster Gold or a Green Lantern. We'll have to wait and see. Go over there, check that out, and let me know what you think, who he could be playing as well. The DCU has got a lot of stuff on their plate, a lot of stuff to try to figure out. So I think we all just need to be patient and give them the benefit of the doubt and hope that they can wow us and get us on board with Superman next year in 2025. But what do you guys think about Frank Grillo appearing in Peacemaker season 2? James Gunn says it's going to happen for sure, and it's going to tie into it narratively. Comment below, let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.